You need to make sure that you have a right relationship with God. And so it's ineffective to pray if you're not in right relationship with God, because prayer is a relational thing, that you come to God in relationship. It's not just asking someone because you want something done and you have no relationship with God. No, it comes out of your fellowship with Him. James chapter 5, verse 16 tells us this: confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed. Notice the statement, the earnest or the fervent prayer, earnest prayer of what kind of person? What kind of person? A righteous person has great power and produces wonderful results. So let's just flip this on the other side for a moment. What about the earnest prayer of an unrighteous person? It has little power and produces few results. Are you with me on this? Are you tracking with me? So if the earnest prayer of a righteous person has great power and produces wonderful results, how about even the earnest prayer of an unrighteous person? What's the result? Little power and very few results. So oftentimes in life, the reason there's not very much power in our prayers and very few results is because somehow we're out of sync with God. We're not in right relationship with God. So the first thing you want to do is to check and make sure you're seeking to follow and serve God with a righteous attitude and righteous life. And then check, number two, check your motives. Because if you're going to pray, you need to have the right motives when you pray. James talks about this in James chapter 4, verses 2 and 3. If you want what you don't have, you want what you don't have, so you scheme and kill to get it. He's describing the believers he's writing to us many times as well. He says, you're jealous of what others have, but you can't get it. So you fight, wage war to take it away from them. Yet you don't have what you want because you don't do what? You're missing things in your life because you're not asking God for these things, right? Is that not what it's saying there, right? You don't have what you want because you don't ask God for it. So you're prayerless. You're not asking God for it. But He doesn't stop there. He continues, and even when you ask, you don't get it. Why? Because, that's a why word, because your motives are all wrong. You want only what will give you pleasure. And so when you're talking about praying the right way for the right things, you need to make sure you're in right relationship with God to the best of your heart and ability, that your motives are right. Your motives are for the glory of God, the advance of His kingdom.